Hey, it's Rich Tarani. Thanks for watching. We're here at the ITEXPO Tech Super Show 2025 in sunny Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Eric Hernaez is with us with TeamMate Technology. Eric, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Rich. Pleasure to be here as always, every year. It's a highlight.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you. So in case someone doesn't know what you guys do, tell us about the company.
Sure. Well, TeamMate is an integration platform for Microsoft Teams. And what we do is we help service providers to integrate Microsoft Teams into their existing communications platforms and infrastructure in a way that makes sense. So we allow service providers to monetize Teams and make their services more sticky.
Which is really great because, you know, these were kind of disparate islands that don't really work as well together as they could, right? We may make calls with one phone, and then now you're using Teams for something else, and the integration should be better.
Well, and that's exactly the challenge. After COVID, of course, when it seems like everyone in the world started using video meeting platforms like Teams, they kind of took a different path from the existing voice telephony platforms. And you have two different islands of users, and getting them to work in harmony together is a challenge, but that's what TeamMate does. We specialize in building integrations that make sense, but not just sense for the end users who, of course, want the best efficiency when they're using their tools, but also for the MSPs and ITSPs and other types of service providers, communication service providers, who really want to build Teams as a part of their existing business. So that's really what we're all about.
Great. Is there anything new we should know about? Any exciting developments?
Oh, absolutely. This is a big year for us. We just launched a few different products. The first one, which I'm really excited about, is a chat federation product. So it allows a Teams user to chat with users in other communications platforms. So things like Slack and WebEx and XMPP and other, really any other chat platform. We were initially supporting just Slack out of the box, but we're capable and ready to add other communications platforms also. So that's really exciting. We also just launched a Teams call recording platform. So being able to record not just calls to the phone network, the PSTN, but also calls within Teams. So a Teams to Teams call, or if you're in a Teams meeting and you need to call it, and doing it in a way that's very compliance friendly. So if you're the type of organization, or your customer is the type of organization that needs to be able to audit call recordings or archive them for a certain amount of time, we make that all very simple. And then, of course, like everything that TeamMate does, it's built for the service provider. So it's built in a way that can be private branded, white labeled, but also easily managed, not just by the service provider, but also by the end user administrator as well. And then really that's what we specialize in. We specialize in making all of the Microsoft Teams ecosystem and all of our products really something that can be managed by a service provider. But before I get off track, we also launched another product this year. It's been busy so far, which is our Operator Connect Express product. And so this is a product that's in partnership with Scipio, a company that specializes in Operator Connect. But we call it Operator Connect Express because our customers don't have to go through the long certification process of Operator Connect certified service provider. Through our partnership and our platform that orchestrates everything, our customers can have their DIDs provisioned into Teams really in just a couple minutes. So 3 new products are really exciting, and we're here to talk about them.
So really, it sounds like any company that is looking to become more efficient, more productive, to integrate their communications, their chat platforms, they really should give you a call to learn how to maximize efficiency, because if there's one thing that is a concern for organizations is productivity loss due to using disparate applications and disparate silos of information. And especially now with AI being more important, having centralized repositories of information so that you can use it to train models to make your company more efficient, that's becoming crucial. So it sounds like that's kind of what you're helping with.
Absolutely. You touched on a couple of things there. First, the efficiency. It's not just the efficiency for the end user, right? Because it is inefficient to have one chat conversation in one platform in Teams, for example, and another in Slack, right? Because you have different maybe partners or different groups within the organization that prefer those platforms. But it's also very inefficient for the administrators, right, to be able to have to manage all those different platforms.
And potentially compliance, depending on industry.
Absolutely, absolutely. So having a single pane of glass where you can see all of those different users and how they're using the different platforms together, and manage it and audit it is very important for the IT departments. And we do that. We, through our provisioning portal, which is, hardwired into Microsoft's API, the Teams administrator basically has control over all these other platforms. So the Teams administrator can say, okay, this group you can talk to Slack, and this other group you can talk to another group of parties, and can manage all those things in a single place. And interestingly, though, what we're finding is you also mentioned AI, which I think is very important. One of the early use cases that we found is being able to add a Teams user into a Salesforce agent. The way Salesforce has deployed their AI is through agents that can join a Slack channel, right? So through our integration, you can now add a Teams user to that same Slack channel, and that Teams user can now interact with the Salesforce AI also. So all those different kinds of things. They're corner cases that are extremely important to organizations who want to be more efficient.
If someone wants to learn more, how do they find you?
TeamMateTechnology.com is our website, or just Google Teams integration. We'll come up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rich.